Welcome back to UFC Ultimate Insider. Jon Anik here with one of the biggest stars, man or woman, in all of mixed martial arts, Miesha Tate. It's good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too.
So as a pioneer of women's MMA, did you ever think in your wildest dream that it would get to that point, the fighting on a pay-per-view against your arch rival?
When I first started in this sport, it was nearly 7 years ago, and I hadn't even actually seen a UFC event when I had my first fight. There's no way that I ever thought, I would be here, but I was doing it just because I loved it, and I'm a competitor, and that's what I followed my heart, and look where it got me.
Was there ever a time where you just removed the thought from your mind that the UFC would even ever happen?
When the UFC became a thought in my mind, it became a goal as well. And I know Dana White for a really long time was like, women will never fight in the UFC. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And when I heard him say that, it's kind of like, I don't like to be told no. And so I was on a mission to show him and prove him wrong, and everyone else who thought the women's MMA didn't belong. And it became a goal, it became a dream, and now it's a reality.
The real turning point, or so it seems, for Dana White was watching you and Ronda compete. Do you derive some pleasure knowing that it really was the two of you primarily that maybe sort of resulted in him turning that corner?
Yeah, there's definitely a sense of pride and self-worth that I take away from that fight. I'm proud that women are here in the UFC. I'm proud that I was a part of it and opening those doors for the women that I've looked up to as well.
Now, when you have to perform for a living, whether you're a fighter or a broadcaster, sometimes it's hard to go home and leave the job behind you. And for you, I know it's an even greater challenge because your boyfriend is also a UFC fighter. How do you keep the business and the personal separate?
That's a whole nother challenge in itself. The fact that Brian and I train together and, we fight together, we're always in each other's corners. What people don't realize is it takes a really strong man to date me.
No doubt.
I'm not just saying that, but I'm a pretty headstrong woman. I'm pretty stubborn, and he's actually very confident to be able to stand by my side and kind of brush that off. There's a lot of things that I love and I appreciate about him, and that's definitely one of them.
You and Ronda Rousey have only fought one time, but what's it going to be like to be able to get your hands on her again in December?
When Dana White told me, you're going to get an opportunity to coach opposite of Ronda Rousey, my first question was, does this mean I get to fight Ronda Rousey again?
Right.
And when he said yes, I was like, sweet, I'm in, I can't wait.
Yeah.
It was very humbling again, being defeated by her the first time. It's like I knew what she was going to do, and she was still able to do it, and that's very frustrating. But the only way to get over that is to get back up, get back on the horse, and try again.
What's it going to be like now as you stare at an extended layoff? December 28th seems pretty far away. December
28th is forever away, but it gives me that much more time to break down Ronda and have an awesome anti-judo camp.
So what is your prediction for how the second matchup with Ronda Rousey will go?
Well, I promise you she's not going to armbar me again, so she's going to have to actually fight me. She's going to have to actually be in a fight, and we'll see who the stronger woman is. All
right, so we have a guarantee from Miesha Tate that fight will not end by armbar unless you're armbarring Ronda Rousey,
We'll see if her armbar defense is as good as her armbar is.
All right, well, Miesha, it's been an absolute pleasure to watch you rise. You deserve everything that has come your way. We look forward to The Ultimate Fighter debuting on Fox Sports 1 and the pay-per-view on December 28th. Thank you.
Thank you.